A very warm welcome to Saturday's edition of Smell the Coffee. I am your host, Aina Raizakaya, and today I am so excited because so many things are happening. Let me tell you what is happening this weekend. Later on during the day, we have open season, which we have been talking about throughout the week. You know, we've been guessing it up, we've been hyping, and it's finally here. Open season starts at 12 right here at the Namibia Media Holdings offices. So you can come. When you do come to NMH, I'm sure you will find people who can usher you to where the party is happening, and I absolutely cannot wait to see you. Also at Chicago's, right, there is this celebrities party. Lena Shipwata is hosting her birthday celebration at Chicago's. She will be having live performances. DJ Castro will be there. All her celebrity friends will be there. It's absolutely a good place for you to go if you are into that kind of vibe, if you like clubbing, you know, if you like music, if you like meeting new people. That's definitely your vibe. But nonetheless, it's a beautiful Saturday. It's not cold. Get warm, or rather get a cup of coffee and let me entertain you. We'll be right back. You're still hanging with your favorite hostess with the mostest, Aina Raizakaya. Now Yolanda Nell heads over to the Cancer Association where she talks to Zahir Isaac from South Africa Bone Marrow Registry. Have a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined with the Cancer Association and they have some big news to share. Can you quickly tell us a little bit about the Cancer Association before we get into it?
Okay, well, the Cancer Association was established to be a bridge between not only the patient and the doctors, but more so also the community and the healthcare in general, and just to raise more awareness on the impacts that cancer has in Namibia, and also just to educate the community at large and just help where we can and however we can as well.
And now you have a new partner on board. Tell us about
Yes.
this.
Okay, so we are joined by Zahir Isaacs from the SABMR, which is the South African Bone Marrow Registry. Coming to this collaboration, actually, we have realized that we tend to focus more on the top cancers in Namibia, which is breast, cervical, and prostate cancer. However, this year we decided to take a shift of turns and look more into the lymphomas, which is the blood cancers, and leukemia, how we can assist, and more so also how to diversify the registry, which is now the bone marrow donor registry that is currently based in South Africa.
Correct.
And however are partnering with us in order to do that, and I think Mr. Isaacs will be able to elaborate further on that.
Can you quickly tell us why was it so important to take hands with the Cancer Association in Namibia?
I think the bottom line is to diversify and the registry, and also to give more patients of color a chance to find a match. Worldwide, we have a global problem where the registries worldwide is one global unit, and we have 42 million donors worldwide, of which 70% are white. Asian, black, mixed race, and Hispanics make up the 30%, which definitely is not good for patients of color, because when you're looking for a match for them, it's not because we have rare genetics, it's because we're underrepresented, and that's what we want to change. Why Cancer Namibia? We've already facilitated 6 transplants for Namibians in South Africa, and I think we want to literally come into the whole SADC region and say, we can all hold hands and give our people a better chance at finding a match.
Did you want to add?
No. He has said it pretty well.
How does the whole process work? Is it painful to become a donor?
No. Becoming a donor is as easy as going onto our website, sabmr.co.za. There's a drop-down menu, become a donor. You fill in the form. We will then call you and do a health check with you. Once you pass, we redirect you to a Pathcare or the Cancer Association here in Windhoek that actually has the kits, which is right behind you. And it's as simple as a mouth swab. So you put the swab into your mouth, between gum and cheek, rub it 8 times. That gets enough buccal cells onto the tip for us to extract DNA from. Those are sent away to a laboratory for DNA analysis. We do the HLA typing, and once the results are back, you're then a fully fledged donor.
Wow.
The pain that you're worried about, I think most people still think that bone marrow donation is drilling into the bones and sucking out the bone marrow. It's as simple as giving blood, actually, a needle in your arm. It's just a longer process because your blood then pumps into a machine. We only take the stem cells and the rest of your blood is pumped back to you. It takes between 4 to 6 hours though. You are well taken care of. You're admitted into a hospital to make sure that you are safe and you feel safe. And it's at no cost to you at all. Namibian donors, if they are selected to become a donor and they have to donate, we will fly them into either Johannesburg or Cape Town to do the donation at no cost.
So even our medical aids won't be affected by this.
Not you as a donor. The patient's medical aid has to cover the donor and donor-related costs.
What are the requirements to become a donor?
You have to be between the ages of 16 to 45. You have to have no chronic, there's a specific list of illnesses that you cannot have to become a donor. Like, for instance, I have rheumatoid arthritis, which falls in the category of autoimmune diseases. That automatically disqualifies you. But there's some conditions that you can be bipolar. If you're on more than 2 meds, you cannot. If you're on less than 2 meds, you can. So you have to do the health check with the person at the SABMR, who will call you and make sure that you are eligible, or have to tell you, unfortunately, you do not qualify.
How will this affect patients in Namibia?
Like you said, so far they have done over six transplants for Namibian patients. This just basically puts a higher representation and increases the chance of a Namibian patient actually really getting and finding a donor that can actually, you know, save and give them a second chance to life. The key point here is representation on the registry and the data. Like as he alluded to earlier, we fall under the 30% of donors that are there, but then however we are the larger population globally, and we need to try, and we are trying to change that, and that's the main aim right now.
So some Namibians are donors through the Sunflower Fund.
Yes.
Should we resubmit all our things, or how does it work?
The Sunflower Fund used to be the marketing and recruitment arm of the South African Bone Marrow Registry. So all donors that was recruited under the Sunflower Fund actually falls under the South African Bone Marrow Registry. You can call in or you can email us just to make sure that you're still registered. We will then call you back and say, oh, we've only done you at serological level. We can now upgrade your typing if you're still under the age of 40. But yes, all Sunflower Fund donors were actually South African Bone Marrow Registry donors.
Why do you not take bone marrow from people over the age of 45?
We do. We don't recruit people over the age of 45. I think it's simply because from 40 onwards we start developing chronic illnesses, and people's health literally declines after the age of 40. So to make it worthwhile, we're going to spend all that money to have you type, to get you onto the registry. We'd like to make sure that you're healthy enough for another at least 20 years. But of course, we do have healthy 45 to 60-year-olds that donate. If they're the only donor in the world, they're still healthy, they can donate.
Okay. What is your message to the Namibians to actually get everyone excited to become bone marrow donors?
I think the message is that this is long overdue, that we can stand up for ourselves and help ourselves. That if I get ill tomorrow, I would like to know that my people have stood up and come together to help me.
Yes, of course. And it's also important to then also understand that, you know, as Namibia, yes, we are a small country. However, we need to sort of, yesterday when we were having interviews, the reasons why we do not really focus on donations and everything is because sometimes of our socioeconomic issues, you know, we are more focused on putting bread on the table as to saving lives, because right now we are not thinking about that until it hits home, until it comes knocking to our doors, and now we need to start making moves. However, if we start making those moves sooner, come down 20 years, 30 years from now on, we have a better chance at actually giving our Namibians a better life.
Thank you so much for your time.
It's a
Thank you for
pleasure.
having
Thank you
us.
for having us.
Well-rounded conversation indeed. Now, if you're connected to the internet, you are connected to being hacked. Yolanda Nell talks to Jonathan van Rooyen about cyber security. Have a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are joined with Johan from Green Enterprise Solutions, and we are talking about cybersecurity. Can you shortly explain to us what exactly is cybersecurity?
So, cybersecurity in short is basically the protection of digital assets over networks, or very much over the internet today. So that's the protection of all digital equipment and data within those digital equipment. So in layman's terms, it's to protect basically your computers, servers, and tablets and cell phones.
Who can be targeted for a cybersecurity threat?
At this point, if you are connected to any type of network, you are prone to be attacked, either via intranet or internet. If you have any type of smartphone connected to a network, you are already prone to be attacked.
Cyber threats is not a new thing, and it seems to be a very lucrative business for the people on the other end, with a global cost of trillions of US dollars. How is Africa or Namibia affected?
All countries connected to the internet is affected. So I would say it like that, where in the global scale we talk about first and third world countries. With the internet, there's no first and third world countries. All are pretty much shaved under one privilege or non-privilege. So all are the same. Namibia is just as prone to attacks and cybersecurity threats than the US, Europe, Russia, and the rest of the world.
AI is a buzzword globally. How is AI used to hack people's accounts? Or
So it is something that at this point is very new. We do hear about it. It's not being seen that much, but AI will become a massive threat within the next, I don't actually want to say the next year, 2024, 25. I would say in the next 2 to 3 months, it will become a threat where AI will now, certain parameters will be injected into applications that's written for that will do the hacking on its own time, where it can do it on a 24-hour basis and never sleep. So that will become a massive threat, where the adaptation of using different methods will be exponentially accelerated which I believe at this point will not be controlled and cannot be controlled. We know the US is busy with regulations on normal AI parameters for, for information, knowledge, big data. But at this point, there isn't any regulation that I'm aware of that's going to be for a hacking type of AI that will definitely come out very, very soon. I believe there is already tests and there is already happenings of this, but it will exponentially be accelerated within the next 2 to 3 months.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Let us have a look at what is happening on the sporting calendar this weekend.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Wrap for Sunset News. Let's get into the stories. Namibia's champion football club African Stars are actively at work on and off the field, preparing to put up a good show in the Confederation of African Football's upcoming Champions League. African Stars are currently on tour in Botswana, where they are preparing to play a second pre-season friendly this weekend. The Namibians played to a 0-0 draw against Police 11 FC on Tuesday and will line up against Township Rollers in Maun on Saturday afternoon. In transfer news, African Stars have also confirmed that the experienced national team midfielder Dinamo Fredericks has opted not to renew his contract with the club. Fredericks has been released to join up next with Botswana's club, Jwaneng Galaxy. Ramblers Soccer Academy and Football Club and Old Harbour and List today officially announced their continued partnership and sponsorship of O&L2 Ramblers Club with a total of 315,000 Namibian dollars for the next year, 170,000 for the first division and the rest for the youth academy at Ramblers Club. And in a preview of their upcoming Rugby World Cup clash, which will be on display in Montevideo on Saturday, Namibia will take on Uruguay in their second South American Power Tour match. Both sides had rough matches in their World Rugby Nations Cup opening rounds over the weekend, with Namibia losing 34-27 to Argentina and Uruguay scraping to a 26-25 victory over Chile. There was plenty to play for both teams. Namibia needs to prepare its combination for the upcoming World Cup, while the Argentina XV players are also determined to force their way into World Cup reckoning. Those have been our sports stories. Have a good evening.
If you don't have any plans for the weekend, no worries, I got you covered. Check out what's happening on the calendar this week. Now, the mayor of Farfish Bay talks about the Maritime Festival that is taking place this weekend.
3, 2, 1.
It's the first weekend of August and there's lots to choose from in terms of entertainment. First off, on Friday at 5, a neighborhood market takes place at the Franco-Namibian Cultural Center until 10, with a special performance by Gareth Harvey. At 6, up-and-coming pop group Ambuscape perform at Muso's Bar and Cafe. At 6:30, there's a rodeo night dance at the Keetmanshoop Game Festival, which also continues for the rest of the weekend. At 7, the legendary South African blues guitarist Albert Frost and Friends performs at the Soundgarden in Swakopmund. At the same time, Remembering Johnny, a tribute to French icon Johnny Hallyday, takes place at the National Theatre in the capital. On Saturdays from 8, the Reformed Church Windhoek hosts a bazaar op die Berg in Luther Street. And at 8:30, there's a winter market at Groombos until 2:30. At 9, there's a booth and yard sale fundraiser for non-profit organizations at 31 Theo Ben Gurirup Street in Walvis Bay until 1. And at the same time, it's open season retro ball at Namibia Media Holdings, featuring a variety of DJs until 9 p.m. The Oranjemund Diamond Festival presents entertainment for the whole family, and at 7, Echo Vision hosts a rock night at the Smoky Mare in Windhoek. At the same time, John Rock Prophet performs live at Eric's Cove in Langstrand, and Bethel presents Soulful Night at Salt and Light in Tsumeb. Also at 7, Albert Frost and friends perform at Gordonvang in Walvis Bay, and at 8, Casey the One-Man Band hosts a dance at the Okahanya Town Hall. On Sunday at 10, there's a Woodstock Market Day at Poplar Street, Block H, Rehoboth, and as from 12, Albert Frost performs at Groombos in Windhoek. There you have it, you're spoiled for choice, have fun.
The Walvis Bay Maritime Festival, scheduled to take place on the 4th and the 5th of August 2023. This exciting event marks the inaugural festival under the theme Preserving a Healthy Ocean Ecosystem for a Resilient Economy. The festival will celebrate our rich maritime heritage and highlight the importance of preserving our ocean for a sustainable and resilient economy. It will feature various activities, exhibits, and educational programs for all age groups. It is worth highlighting that the Walvis Bay Maritime Festival aims to shed light on the significant contributions of the blue economy to our town's economic growth and development. This event provides a platform for industry players to showcase and share their work, products, and innovations. The blue economy encompasses a wide range of sectors, including marine, transportation, fisheries, renewable energy, tourism, and more. By showcasing these industries at the Maritime Festival, we hope to demonstrate the diverse opportunities and economic potential that lie within our oceans.
Today is the first day of our cleanup campaign for the Walvis Bay Maritime Festival. So this is part of the festival. The cleanup will form part of the event leading up to the festival. Tomorrow the festival will start with all different kinds of events. As you can see, we have various industries taking part in the cleanup. Also we have schools and members of the municipality taking part in this cleanup. Like I told the group, that we should not make this just this kind of event must be happening more frequently. So I want to see beach cleanups made from the municipality side, also town cleanups from the municipality side, initiated by the municipality for the community more frequently. If we can do it once every 2 months at least, or once every month, that will be wonderful. So I would like to invite all residents of Walvis Bay, residents of the Irongo region, Namibia at large, please do come and join us for the Maritime Festival that will be taking place tomorrow and Saturday. We have various activities, and this is this opportunity for SMEs to meet the bigger industries. Make your products, make your services, make it known to the industry at large, so that everybody can make use of each other. The Walvis Bay is a community, and we want everybody to make use of the services provided, especially by the SMEs. Buy your stalls, make yourself known, and partake in the event.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive. I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My .NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Well, that is all we had for you on today's edition of Smell the Coffee. Please do not say I do not plug you. You can absolutely go to the festival in Falfish Bay. You can come to open season. You can go to the party at Chicago's. There is so much to do. And if you're a homebody, you can also, hang out in your own place, love up on yourself, burn some candles, drink some wine at home. If you love restaurants, you can also go out and explore. A lot of restaurants out there are open. One of my favorite restaurants that I will definitely visit before I go to open season, you have to come having eaten something so that the alcohol doesn't knock you out. I will definitely be going to Seoul. I also love Kumbata. I love Wine Bar. There is so many amazing restaurants out there. And on that note, it's all my love, all my light. See you on Monday. Adios.